About the world, the year's 2029. 2029, 2 years after Batman's attempted to teach the world a lesson sent millions of mechanically enhanced people into a killing frenzy. Tensions between Augs and Naturals have exploded since then. Extremists in both camps are violent to make their voices heard. Black market sales of weapons arguments have reached unpredicted heights, while the United Nations debates extreme measures to end the social divide. Against this backdrop of chaos, man will struggle to expose its true source. Adam Jensen, Interpol's newest counterterrorism agent.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Damn, I have to do this shit all over again?
Jensen, this sandstorm... might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
I can't see.
Enemy positions are cleared. Strike Force, tombstone that fucking chopper, please. Jensen, step it up! That chopper's about to take off!
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic.
What have the events in the... Enough.
So sorry. Damn it.
parkour. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
You could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're alright, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. We've got a team in Oman. A hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, we all suspect. It doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Alcover, si preptesi papieren. Si preptesi papieren na inspectie.
Make a scene,
Is
Adam.
dat probleem?
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
This is how we say.
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? The hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. Doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Then help me find them.
Just watch yourself, Glenn.
hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
The neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus, leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? Check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help. Hold on. Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. If you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Damn, I'm having trouble. Air connection. Gotta get it rebooted up or refresh. Y'all can pause that and read it if y'all want.
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarin.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while after what happened in Prague yesterday. Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his VidCall number? Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Sarif.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job. Part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
Oh, at once. Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. It was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. Wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could, after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. When the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Roca Seca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm, meeting with the Santo, Daniel Brown and investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. Fellas tried to look out. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
Nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
Excuse me.
Не меште с tím na mě.
Hold square and press L to the halls to work. Holster. Hold square and press L2 to holster a weapon.
Proč mě musíte otravovat? Nemám čas.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Seeker, you are here to see the builder? He has been asleep, but I cannot wake him. I do not know if he will recover. You gave us the means for our salvation.
That's very interesting. You would not believe the competition that once existed here to rent an apartment. Waiting lists with hundreds of names for the smallest spaces. There were many unscrupulous practices, like asking for a year's rent in advance.
From here to here to here to here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. denied.
You part of that weird cult that set up in the neighborhood? I ended up banging on my door, trying to get me to convert to their religion.
This is the best I can do. This is all they have left me.
In apparent retribution for that act, vigilante hackers tied to the Juggernaut Collective have crashed the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Yes, folks, these are troubled times indeed.
Please, leave me alone.
Reporting to you live.
Restoring the past and building the future.
Project, a glittering engineered city named Rabia, is slated to be publicly unveiled at one of Brown's upcoming city model conventions. I, for one, cannot wait to learn more. This is Eliza Casals, reporting to you live.
Tradition, precision, refinement. It's about time.
Passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been killed.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Now what? Let's go.
Nope. This is a no-Connor zone.
He's a dead man!
What?
Hey, we did it.
How are you fucking doing? Lay down. You lay right there. How many times do I have to say it? Stop. Right now. Dumbass.
Relax, Brad.
Stay low!
Oh, I got him right here. 2 shots. Alright, got some beer.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Excuse me. I'd rather have a shotgun for indoors. So yeah.
There, on the balcony! Try to run on your boat! Make this worthwhile! There, on the balcony! That's it, run away! Fucking good!
I gotta wait for the panic to end.
Join us, brother. You are one of the gifted, friend. Join us in the
This world
machine
is
god.
not yours to carry. No one can redeem you but yourself.
I have searched for salvation, and I have found the answer. Wisdom lies in the machine god, friends. Join us. It is the beginning of a new age, and like always, change is birthed in fire and blood and pain.
Seeker, are you prepared for the Ascension?
I think you've got the wrong guy.
No, I can see your purity. You are close, so close, and the Singularity Church of the Machine God can help take you the rest of the way. You know of it?
I don't think your church can help me get where I'm going.
Each of us lives with needs and desires, begging and howling for attention, for fulfillment. We barely have time to ponder what, if anything, lies beyond this wretched world.
And you have some idea of what that might be?
I am but a servant, tasked with spreading the word and offering hope to those who have none. But I have the teachings of the Church to guide me. What would you like?
Of the Machine God. For augmented only?
The word of the Mother. Only the gifted will ascend. She has cast out the flesh-flawed in preparation.
So you're here on a recruitment drive, to fill up the numbers.
And more. The Builder lives in this place, the dreamer of our ascension, now cast out at the will of the Mother.
Let me guess, he's one of the flesh-flawed.
No, he simply had a crisis of faith. But I am not so blinded by my faith as others are. He was a friend once, a mentor, a leader in our church. Some of us remember. Do you have more questions?
I saw your builder upstairs. He's not doing so well.
I was afraid of this. His flesh is failing, as his faith did. Perhaps the Mother was right to cast him out before he could tarnish the Ascension.
Doesn't say much for your church that you abandoned someone for asking questions. Not going to do much for your recruitment drive.
One of the chosen holds vigil. That is all I can do. Yosef's passion turned to bitter poison, and the flesh is weak. There is nothing more to say, Seeker. Do you have more questions?
Tell me more about this Ascension.
Our minds will depart their corporeal shells and merge with the divine consciousness of the machine.
Sounds like you're talking about uploading a copy of your brains to a computer. I didn't think that was possible yet.
Thanks to the Builder, it is. But it is much more than a simple copy. It is transference. Yosef called it an evolution of the...
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
It is the beginning of a new age.
You have returned, Seeker. Are you prepared to open your heart to the teachings of the Machine God?
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you...
Fear any longer. Faith in the machine god will bring you peace.
Have you heard of this Church of the Machine God? It seems perfect for us.
You would not believe the competition that once existed here.
You will find belonging in the one. Overcome the thought.
You need to see Drachemir first.
Whoa, that's a huge ass map. And are some important locations, include merchants, sewer access, and much.
I don't handle new customers.
You looking for permit?
Get rid of
Come back later. We're waiting.
This area is restricted to you, Bob. Get out of here, Clank.
Area certified.
Be on this
No offense, but I don't deal with people like you. You need to go to the red light district, if you can get there.
What do you want, Clank? Go on back to your hole before I ship you off to Gollum. That's where they should send all of you. We don't need your time around here.
If you're not shopping, you don't need to stick around.
You looking for the best prices in Prague? I'm not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
I don't have any.
Sorry, it's a deal breaker. But find me again if you get any, okay?
If you're not shopping, you don't need to stick
I'm
around.
watching you, friend. No funny moves. Buy what you need. Clear out.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through. You check out. Paperwork is up to date and you can...
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust. Especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any Neuroposine you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sorry, I don't.
That's okay, I understand. Times are tough. Is there anything I can do for you?
Nothing, thanks.
Okay, but I'm not sure why you wasted your time coming in here.
I hate that these terrorists are winning.
My friend... Stop right there!
They say
Down on your knees! Hands behind your head.
Like this?
Yes, I'm going to frisk you now. Don't move.
I'm not carrying anything.
That's for me to find out. Hold still. Then you have nothing to worry about. Okay, hands behind your back. Oh, I know. You're innocent. Just like everyone else.
This is insane. And it has to be a violation of our rights.
Think this is abuse of authority? Believe me.
You want to be an accessory? Go away.
He's lucky. I'm one of the nicest police officers in the city.
Leave me alone, you fascist!
State police business. Just move along.
Nothing to spare, right? No, of course not. No one has anything for their fellow man.
Not now.
Don't forget about your permit authentication card.
Doc Larry! Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All OGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
My documentation's never been a problem before. It's not about to become one now.
You sure about this? I am policeman. You see uniform. You see gun.
You know, now that you mention it, your setup looks a little odd. Budget cuts?
No need to insult us. Times are difficult for a regional document checking police. But fact remains, if you continue this way without newest permit, I am legally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits. Cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
Supposing I wanted to pass through here right now, before getting this special document of yours. Any way for me to do that?
Sure. I suggest our pay-and-go plan. It consists of you paying me, and then me letting you go.
You mean bribery?
Wink, wink, my friend. I prefer the term standard fine. Tell you what, I'll even give you the good citizen discount. Just this once.
Seems to me like you're taking advantage of OGs, preying on their paranoia.
I am in the business of selling hope. A chance to walk free, to stay out of Gollum. Otherwise you risk trouble with the law. Not fun for a foreign OG like you. Maybe they send you home. Maybe somewhere worse.
Why do I get the feeling you're trying to sell me a car that doesn't work?
I'm not selling.
After you funnel OGs to this friend of yours, what happens next? You get them to buy some scrap of plastic?
The permits they get in return, they...
You You and your hoods need to stand down and let me pass. Otherwise, this ends badly for you.
You don't get to threaten me, asshole. Let me explain how this works. Augs buy whatever I offer for however much I say. Otherwise, I make example of them by shooting them in the face, like this. Blow your cover. Hear that? Ah!
Whatever you're looking for, I'll make you a deal.
Jestli nechceš číslo, akorát plejtváš mým drahoceným časem.
Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Nothing here. I'm almost certain. What is this? Over there. Follow me! It is I who have triumphed!
God dang it.
be better off talking to someone else.
We'll take a handler and let questioning when we head back to station.
There's got to be some way to get off this job.
The only thing I can do
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze.
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
You better hurry, it's like 3:09. Make sure I don't miss anything. hear nothing. Nice, some painkillers. Oh, I'll be with you on a second.
Hold on. Something is happening here. This shit is going bad fast. Are you using your eyes or trying to find them by the smell? Do not have all day to look for this cockroach.
Does he have an apartment in the city, maybe?
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, those idiots gone. I found it!
There, that should do it. Alright, let's go. Some of that. Won't be needing that anymore. Alright.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
Secret book. Oh, I gotta see the okay. I thought he was talking about the code being red.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind.
Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
Nothing I couldn't handle. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those Sari folks of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
Hang on a sec, you gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't going to get in here. Don't be scared of the chair, okay? The chair is gentle. I promise. This thing with the Diwali is nothing. Otar's pissing where he shouldn't.
I count on you to fix me, Kohler. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Otar Botkovelli is the Diwali #2 guy. The men outside, they were his men. But the big boss man is Radic Nikoladze. He is the #1 guy. And I know Radic, so don't worry about it. Now, are we gonna do this procedure, or what?
What exactly are you gonna do to me?
I'm not sure yet. First, I gotta get in there to see what's wrong. But don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to you I wouldn't do to myself. I promise. Besides, you've been here a few times. You know I'm professional.
You've never had to put me under before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system, man. Kaboom! Now, you want me to fix you or not?
All right. Let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it. Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, huh?
Where did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. But you got some strange fucking odds back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have... Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these... I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah. David Sarif installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. It's okay, Jensen. One isn't gonna kill you.
You
see that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you wanna use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay. So I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
Thought you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. They help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Sarif installed all my AUGs. There's something inside me I don't know about. He's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarif's work. These new AUGs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
Why would Sarif have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Sarif job. The tech itself is super high-end.
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within a...
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise? I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis.
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
I can't go on like
Church of the Machine God, overcome the fraud of the flesh. Send, Seeker.
Here are our top stories. And now for a close look at events making headlines around the world. The impact of the Og incident is still being felt 2 years after the fact.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant Augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental Augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. My word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test Augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan Og? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchaea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
As you wish. Remember, Okumuna, this poses a substantial security risk. Out of sight, out of mind.
It's 3:52. Try to get out of here at 4:20. In the stream at 4:20. I will pick this up again tomorrow as soon as I do some Absorber. Work on my stagger deck. Hopefully the update will come out because I'm super excited for an update. This game. Let's save.
As you wish. Out of sight, out of mind.
Welcome back. Is that all the info you need?
Maybe I'll come back later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
need to see Drachemir first. I don't handle new customers. Get out of my face.
Wonder what that
Checkpoint's
Rano
on
guy
other
wanted
side
to
of
talk
town.
about.
Should stop by.
You really want to leave roundabout now?
That bombing was bad for business.
Give it a little time to settle.
You speak
You're
English?
looking for permit.
Back off.
Fucking Drachemir.
There's too many of us. Too many shares in the thing.
Okay.
Find out.
Oh, oh, that fucking spooked me. Oh.
Someone there?
I changed the code back to 19. Oh, that scared me. Not scared, but spooked the shit out of me.
I bet this isn't what you thought you'd be doing today, huh?
Ooh, I shot him right there. Ouch.
Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
Looks like an old toy factory to me. Except something tells me it's not toys you make here.
This is Drahomir's place. The men outside are his men. They use it to... well, to run whatever scam they have going at the time.
And what scam do they have going right now?
Documents. I make forgeries for Drahomir and his men. Fake permits and passports and police credentials. Whatever he wants, or whatever he thinks he can push on people. Basically, if Drahomir tells me to make it, I make it.
So it's a forgery ring, and you're pretty much at the heart of it.
Makes me sound like a ringleader. Milena is no ringleader. I'm not very good at saying no to people who point guns at me.
Look, I've already run into your friend Drahomir at a shady checkpoint just down the street.
That's him. He stops every Og he can. Intimidates them into buying all sorts of fake documents.
Yeah, well, he's not gonna be doing that anymore.
You stood up to him? With him out of the picture, the rest of his men couldn't even run a pastry stand. You've pretty much put an end to their entire scam. No more extortion. No more forcing me to work for them.
Good. And just so we're clear, you're gonna stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone. We should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of?
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries. So the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of.
We've already taken care of the guys outside. They won't be a problem.
Thank you. As mysterious military types go, you're pretty neat, I guess. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Incident? Incident? Steve using the head after eating 3 burritos and forgetting to light a match. That's an incident. What happened next week, Steve? Beyond terror any of us has ever seen. Og Massacre. How about Og Armageddon? Because that's where we're headed. Thanks to the horror of the Illuminati.
You looking for permit? Go to hell. I don't like you.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Arinka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka. She gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka is not well. We must shield her.
Arinka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Gollum City. That someone wants to come through.
Ready? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
No.
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind.
MOG electric plug,
It's her
MOG
wave.
reverse button.
It's my wave.
No, I am
take
not
your word for it.
rewinding.
Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Gan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
Be nice if you can talk yourself
We don't
saying
know how
that
to prepare.
every
I'll take
time.
care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it. A world where everyone's treated fairly. And I thought Helena was the one in a science fiction.
You want to be an accessory?
This is not right!
Away.
Leave me alone, you fascist!
Think this is abuse of authority? Believe me.
The old man was supposed to be alone. Let's go.
Erdir Siddiq, get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away. Don't get that old man's hopes up. Unless... my daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident.
I didn't come here to talk about the past.
Good. I appreciate that. Very much.
Here. This permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
You know the drill by now.
Of course. You know, in my day, everything had only one. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh.
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Milena, I met with both those dogs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the Augment Permit Registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
Oh, sorry, I am not interested. No, there is no
Wonderful.
time.
No trouble, right?
These papers are out.
I got them last week.
No, they expired last week.
I must have taken the old ones by mistake. Ah! God damn it. Here. Give a guy a uniform and he goes on a power trip. I remember when checks had freedom. Now we have identification papers.
Thank you. Just stay where you are.
I remember when checks had freedom. Now we have identification.
Yeah, I don't speak English.
Everything seems to be in order.
Don't understand? You understand fuck off?
No.
Dobre. People need to understand that citizenship is a privilege, and it demands responsibility.
Better watch that one. What do you want, Clank? Get back
I was
to your
lucky to get
squad,
through the
or I'll
check.
send you someplace
The
even
papers.
worse.
Sir, there's a better life for the Augment.
When you wish upon a star. What? The song is in my head.
I gave everyone an airport. Monument Station.
The old puppet shop. Remember they were when we were kids? Quebec. I see. Quebec. I used to love going there. So much magic. Shame it's closed down. That place should have been burned to the ground years ago.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the channel and get some shut-eye and pick it back up again with some Absolver and Deus Ex. So if you're new to my channel, like to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live and post a video. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the stream and video. And go ahead and check out my other videos. Enjoy this one right here. Alright guys, until next time, this is K-Von signing off. Peace out, have a good one.